Look at her.
Yes! Look at her. Look at her.
Ooh,
Oh.
yes. That's all up.
Look at her. Look at her. Now turn around. Show me your booty.
Oh.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh.
Yeah. Welcome to Look at Her, the Hey Qween after show. We are here with the beautiful, the talented Shangela. Yay! And of course, Miss Lady Red is still here with us. Hey,
Yes,
Red.
indeed.
What's up, cuz? How you doing?
Hey, cuz, what's up? And today's episode of Look at Her is presented by Dragaholic. Bling. Thank you, Dragaholic, for celebrating all things Dragedy. And Global Vodka, the most delicious choice in organic vodka. If you buy it, maybe they'll give us some money. So please go to global-vodka.com and buy some vodka. I said, buy some vodka. Thank you. That wasn't weird, was it, Todd? No, that's going, most normal hosts do that. That's how they do it in Hollywood, right, Shangela?
Yeah, honey, that was subtle.
They're very subtle. Very subtle.
Very subtle.
That's what
I
we're
love
like
that.
over here.
Yeah, that's how they.
Shangela, you were telling me that your dress, even though it looks like it was $1 million dress, you got
you.
for $50 on the streets of Melbourne.
I got it at a very nicely discounted price. You know, Shangela likes to save money, okay? Not spend it. And this dress, actually, we've got in Melbourne on the Fashion Street.
Oh.
And it was so, like, I was like, oh, honey. And the guy who sold it to us was so nice. He goes, oh, you're from Drag Race? Discount. I said, thank you, baby, double it.
Yeah.
You know, you never know when I'm gonna come back on a show, baby. I'll wear it. So, yay, we made it.
Yay! So, Shangela, you know how
Yes.
Look at Her works. You're
Yes.
going to look at some of the queens that you've worked with or
Okay.
knows, different celebrities, whoever, and you'll just give us a little bit of tea, a little bit of shade, a little bit of whatever.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Freddie, look at her.
Raven.
Raven.
Honey, one of the best makeup artist people that I know doing her face. She is so phenomenal. Raven also works with us at Say What Entertainment.
Oh,
She's
right.
a recent ad, and she's just legendary. When I first started Mickey, she was the host. And, you know, some queens can be not so nice to you in the back. Raven has always been super nice and super real. I love Raven.
Look at her.
Jujubee!
Jujubee!
When I think of Jujubee, I think of voicemails because
Yeah.
she gets random voicemails from me every now and then. I don't know why my phone just rolls to her number at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Poor Jujubee, I will sing, honey. I just sang her birthday song. You better call me back, girl. She ain't called me yet. It must have been out of tune. But that's my sister. I love her.
Good old Jujubee. Look at her.
Pandora, yes.
Pandora box.
I think of white women with no shoes on in Las Vegas walking on the sidewalk.
Why
Because
is that?
me and her did a conference together once called the Bigger Vegas Conference. Everybody, basically 4X and plus, comes to Las Vegas. We have a show, we have a buffet, we have fun. And it was awesome. And me and her were together. And after we went out that night, we were leaving the street in Las Vegas, and we saw like 20 white girls with no shoes on, bare feet, walking the street. And we both went, girl, we're gonna see her at the clinic tomorrow. I will never forget.
Look at her.
Morgan McMichaels, Two of Hearts. That's my sister. I remember on season 2, she had lip synced to Two of Hearts.
Right.
And, she's phenomenal. VIP, we work together a lot in Riverside. And Morgan, first of all, she can eat. And she will always let you know she's from Scotland.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love her. She's one of the most proud. She's one of the most proudest Scottish people that I know, and that's why I love her.
Look at her.
Jessica Wild, baby,
Jessica.
yes. Ooh, I love this drink. That's what I love. And she do love that drink.
She does. She made a whole song about it.
Yes, I love Jessica. She is Spanish Latina hotness, and I hope that she gets a second round. If they ever do an All-Stars 2, when people ask me like, who do you think would be on there? I always say Jessica Wild because I think she's phenomenal.
Who's your other picks for All Stars other than yourself? But
well-
were you an All Star 2 or an All Stars 2?
I was not on
All-Stars
All-Stars 1. If they did an All-Stars 2, which there are no talks right now of them doing it, but if there
Or
were
are
talks
there?
of them doing All-Stars 2,
Or
I would love
are
to be
there
involved.
talks?
I always think like, if they did teams again, who would you be on team with? And, you know, obviously I would love to be on team with Alyssa because we'd be like Charlissa,
Right.
mother-daughter. But then, you know, they always want drama, so they may put us on different teams.
Oh, no.
So rude. I wouldn't
Oh.
want that. So we'll see. I think there are a lot of great picks that would be, if I wasn't even there, I mean, I think Adore, Fifi O'Hara, I think she's like people who have really changed or grown since the show. I always say like Morgan, I think Alaska, it'd be fun to see her back. I would love to see Willem back again, just because I love hearing that mouth run, honey. It could be very interesting.
Very interesting. Look at her.
Manila. Well, always when I see Manila, I think it's Sahara
Yeah.
as well, because we were always great friends in New York prior to the show. Even.
Right.
And a hard-working girl. She's got a new song every 3 months.
She
honey.
sure does.
And she ain't scared to get up and drag and do a video.
No.
So I love it. And she works a lot with Brad Hammer, who did my Uptown Fish video recently. And I love it. They always had the models, honey. She's going to have about 16 half-naked men, and then you're going to see Pablo Hernandez pop in there as well.
Yes, you will. Shout out to you, Brad.
Yes,
Look at her.
Raja. Statuesque, tall, model fish.
Okay.
Yes.
That we knew. What don't we know about Raja?
Well, you know a lot. I'm sure. I don't know what you don't know about her. What I didn't know about Raja before the show is how like crazy creative her mind is. Before season 2 reunion, she was like, girl, come over. I want to help you put together something for the reunion. And we sat in there on that floor, and when I tell you, she came up with like just random stuff. Like there's some silver paint, there's a stone, there's a piece of glue, there's a feather. And all of a sudden, like hocus pocus. And then it's something like crazy creative and beautiful. Her mind works. Have you ever seen her draw?
Yeah.
She's such an amazing artist. I didn't know that either about her. I can barely do an Etch-a-Sketch, but she's really fantastic.
I'd like to see your World of Wonder Presents Etch-a-Sketch show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shangie turns you.
Shangie turns the party. That's what it's going to be called. That's it. Yeah, I've never been very professional at this either.
Goodness. Look at her.
Delta work. All right. Tooted a booted.
Did you know Delta work from back in the day, from around here?
I knew her.
She was a part of that pageant.
She was in the pageant as well. She was a performer. I always used to see her at the Rage Dreamgirl show. So I love Delta. Prior to the show, I mean, I didn't know her super well, but we knew each other in drag world, so we were cool. And then on the show in season 3, it kind of flipped on me. So I was like, I didn't understand that.
Because they were all pissed that you came on in the box. And they were like,
that, I don't
"Bitch."
know. Maybe it was a combination of things. I think that, the fact that I was there,
It was your
I can't
mouth.
tell you the actual, I mean, I
It
don't
was
know
your
what was in their
mouth.
head, but to me,
You roughed
I
the
hadn't been
girls.
there, but like, I've been on the scene 5 months, a year, and they've been on the scene much longer than that. So I wasn't welcomed with open arms, let's just say. And I got a mouth on me. Shangie's gonna keep it real. If I
That's
see
right.
something ain't right, I'd say, well, girl, that ain't right. But now that got me in trouble a little bit every now and then. But I was always authentic. And when people meet me, they know you're getting 100% Shangie. And at the time, I don't think that we didn't all mesh very well. But after the show, and we filmed Drag Race season 3 in 2010, 11. So now we're friends. We work together. I love seeing Delta. I think her face is so pretty to me. Like, everything about her is pretty. But if you ever looked at her mug, I mean, you just like, I can stare at her mug for a minute like, no, your face can't be that pretty. It's so pretty to me. So that's what I think about when repaired friendship, because we definitely became even better friends after RuPaul's Drag Race season 3.
Probably always a best bet to make up after the race, because you'll probably see each other.
You're going to see each other again. Yeah, definitely. And you know me, I like to borrow from people. Girl, where you get that liner? Let me borrow that.
Look at her.
Tyra,
where are you? Tyra.
you know what?
Tyra.
Did you see her? She was at the Drag Race season 7 reunion.
Yeah,
she
and
looked
I
phenomenal.
saw her at
Beautiful.
DragCon from afar, and she looked gorgeous.
Tyra, you know what? I think of responsible when I see her. She's a dad. So she took time to take care of her son. A lot of people say, well, I hadn't seen Tyra in a while. You got to remember, I don't have any kids. Okay?
Right.
I mean, all these bitches is my sons, but I ain't really got no kids.
I feel the same way.
Right. So I think that she's been responsible. Now she's coming back on the scene. She's touring a lot. She wants to tour even more internationally. She called me. We've done a couple gigs for her through Say What Entertainment. And, I think that she's professional and responsible. And she wasn't necessarily the biggest, most outgoing personality on season 2. She was sickening. That's why she won.
Yeah.
But as, you know, to have so many people coming up to you then and, you know, some people are made to be like, ah, and some people are a little more reserved. I think she was more reserved at the time, but she's gotten more accustomed to people and loving and being more open to new people. And so now it's time to see a new Tyra. And I think a lot of people are excited about that, which is why we are happy to represent her. Come on, girl,
Yeah.
you're a winner. You're in the winner's circle.
That's
You got
for
this
sure.
crown. $20,000 runs out. So let's get you back on the road. And she's been doing really great.
More like $1,200 after taxes.
Thank
That's
you.
not very
Thank
much.
you. Because I ain't going to jail like Wesley Snipes, okay? I pay my taxes.
Don't do it.
Look at